But I don't want to build for them anymore either, because y'all see what's going on now. They don't have enough money. You come in and tell them you're going to help with the claim. You get them the money from the claim. They don't want to pay their deductible, number one. That's your part of the deal. You should pay that without any problems. Most people don't want to. The second part of that is they look at all this money and they go, okay, there's $30,000 there. Can't you do it for 25 to put the 5 in my pocket? No, it's a dollar for dollar process. Part of what we're going to go over during this valuation is claims dollar for dollar. Sounds like a bad thing. So you actually understand what that means. That means it's a good thing. If it's dollar for dollar, then I can put an item down and I can say, is that item damaged? And you say, yes. Did I put it on my demand? You say, yes. Did you pay for it? No. See, that's bad faith. The attorneys, bad, any of the attorneys that you want, and they're not used to it either. Bad faith, what you see today is a one-off. When an attorney gets a claim for bad faith against an insurance carrier, it is an anomaly. Why is it an anomaly? Because the insured never performed. Remember, we were talking about that in the beginning. Insured has to perform. So if the insured didn't perform, it means that there's never going to be a bad faith verdict.
Does that mean that everything when the insured didn't perform, and the insurance company did fulfill their operating inspection?
The bare minimum, yes. And so what you see happening is that when they get these claims, it was an anomaly. Something happened outside of the claims process that allowed them to go digging. Remember the claim that we talked about, which was Hendon versus State Farm. You may want to write this down. Hendon versus State Farm.
H-I-N-D-E-N?
Yes. Does that name sound familiar? Mm-hmm. It's a Jewish name.
This is the Jewish backlash.
Yes. And what happened was during discovery, State Farm got a hold of the list, or the attorney that was suing State Farm got a hold of a list that had a bunch of Jewish names on it. They went to digging, come to find out that State Farm had started compiling a list that if you had a Jewish name attached to you, you automatically went to that list and you got shit canned. Everything from that point became difficult in your life because of what your name was. So they were able to catch them and expose them, and they got a huge ass verdict over that. But that's not how I want to catch them.
When was this?
It wasn't very long ago. And when you look it up, Google Hendon versus State Farm, it'll pull up the whole claim. It'll pull up everything. But they got whacked